This is a trick I do for a couple spectators when I'm out. We'll call it spectator 1 or A, 2 or B. I'll use it interchangeably, I'm sure. And give the deck here a bit of a shuffle. And we'll give it a cut. And I would ask either spectator if they want to give it a cut, if they want to, or if they don't, doesn't matter. If they want to do it again, they can. Spectator 2 decides they don't want to, doesn't matter. At this point, spectator 1 gets a card, spectator 2 gets a card, and I let them know that in a moment I'm going to turn away, and I want them at that point to look at their card. Now, since they're not actually here, I'm going to show them to the camera, and I will move them around, hoping to keep them from getting blown out or keep them in frame. So this is spectator 1's card. I'm going to put it on top. This is spectator 2's card. Put it on top, and we'll cut the cards. Now at this point I would ask them, is there anything that I know about your cards? And usually they'll say, well, yeah, you know, they're probably about middle there. So I would let them know that I'm going to turn around and they can cut this deck as many times as they want until they're satisfied that there's no way that I know the position of where the cards are. So when they were done, they would square this mess up that I'm making, maybe even give it another cut, and turn around. And I would ask them, is there anything that I know about your cards? And they would usually say no, or they might say, well, you know, they're in the deck. And I would let them know that I know that they're together. So to change that, I would deal out 4 piles so that we can truly mix these cards up. And this might take me a minute, so bear with me. But this is how we really mix these up, because their cards could get separated into separate piles, or they may even actually, by some stroke of a miracle, end up in the same pile, but I doubt it. They may end up in piles close to each other. So to make it even more crazy, we would mix 2 piles together like this, and I would ask them if they want to give them a cut. And we would take the other 2, mix them together like this, and I'd ask them if they want to give them a cut. And then if they want, they could actually even shuffle them themselves. Doesn't really matter. And then we would take one, turn it upside down, or up, right side up, mix it in with the other, and I'm going to put this just like this so you can see that they're actually weaved from top to bottom. And at this point, I'm going to venture to say that this is spectator A has a red card, and spectator B has a black card. And I'm going to find their cards by just snapping my finger. And by doing that, I didn't change anything, but I got all the black cards to go together, except for one card, which is the 8 of Hearts, which I'm assuming is this individual's card. And by doing that, if we flip the deck over, all the reds should be up, except for one black card, which is the 8 of Spades, which should be spectator 2's card. I might have got them crossed, but I doubt it. How'd I do?